Good morning, everyone. Okay. So first of all, I would like to appreciate your enthusiasm to join a session on a Sunday morning. Okay. So today we are here for the graphic design workshop. It will be conducted by Dhruvi and Jayesh. They have been a very integral part of our college in terms of designing. Majority of things that you see in our college are designed by them. So, and they do have a very extensive experience in this field. So I think you will get a lot of benefits out of this one. Um, Now I would like to ask Dhruvi or Jayesh, anyone would just now take over.
Thank you, Aju. Good morning, everyone. Now let's just start with our today's session, an introduction to graphic design. Uh, so, you guys have some question about the graphic design. So here I'm trying to list out some basic question about the graphic design and try to give answer to you. So first one is, what is graphic design? So graphic design is artistic and professional discipline which basically focus on visual communication and presentation. Uh, it contain various method and combine symbols, images, and create visual presentations of ideas and messages. Now, coming to the second question, is graphic design hard? So, just like any other skills, it can be learned and developed. If you get fundamental principles right, then it won't be that hard. Uh, Now, coming to the third question, what does a graphic designer do? To After learning the basic fundamentals, the graphic designer will get the job, and it will be a poster design, book design, and web design and advertising. They will get the job. Now, these are the basic graphic design example. It will be any like vector and magazine design and all of these things. Now, the graphic designing basically art and technology, like printing technology, as I said, a magazine and uh, there is some foundations. It means the base of the graphic design in balance. Means it is a balance between the two objects, how to put in that such way. Then line, as we know, basic lines, how to put in the vector image and create a good thing. Then color is main thing in graphic design. Then contrast means object contrast and color contrast also. Then scale means how you scale the image and put it the right way. And the shape, there are different type of shape we can create in graphic design. Then emphasize means what is the that you have to summarize, and what is the main and uh, main object that you have to show to your clients. Then texture means it will be a color texture, design texture. Then hierarchy means you have to justify the text in heading, then para, and then caption, right thing. Typography, typography is the main for the designer in field of printing media. When uh, it is there are many type of font family, and they uh, and you have to just figure it out that what is the best font for your design. Now coming to the design resources. So here I'm trying to list out some design resources, FreePic, then Lodicon and Spline, ITG, Jitter, and ClearMove. Uh, uh, After FreePic, these all are you can free download the icons and PNG, whatever you want. In FreePic, you with the help of Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop, you can easily edit the image and you can create your own design with the help of FreePic. Now coming to the main design tools, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, CorelDRAW, and Canva. Canva for basic, for beginner beginner type of designer. You can learn the basic thing with the help of Canva. CorelDRAW, Illustrator, and Photoshop have there are various tools and techniques to create your images, and InDesign is also used for the printing media. It basically used in printing media for uh, create magazine and all. So basically, Photoshop have alternative GIMP. You can easily find uh, in Google, and Illustrator have Vector. You can these two alternatives are free, and Photoshop, Illustrator, CorelDRAW you have to buy with the help of Adobe, and it is very costly. So if you don't have this, then you can use alternatives. So now coming to the how to become best a better designer. So design every day. Practice makes perfect, so you learn to have fun in the process instead of dreaming about the outcome. Then come to the second one, master your tool. You can learn any tool, but just focus on one at a time and achieve results within. Then come to learn from the best. You can learn from the best designer with the help of YouTube. YouTube is the best teacher for anybody. Now, still like an artist, it's hard to come up with original ideas at the start. So you can find someone else design you really liked and copy it while constantly make it better. Just don't copy it. Try to make it better in your way. Then learn to listen. Use listening as a tool to establish trust, learn others' point of view, and collect valuable intel to make your design better. Then articulate your design. Then know how to present your work and articulate your design. Means you are able to justify your decision and design that this is right or anything. Now learn to lose. Sometimes your design won't work and it's okay. Use it as a valuable experience to get ready for the next battle. Optimize your process. Plan your way smartly. Use the best practices and guides to optimize your design. Then last, take a break. Learn to distract yourself from cluttered thoughts and calm your mind. So basically, these are basic tips for to become a better designer. Uh, these three as learning source, as I say, YouTube is the best teacher for all of us, and Udemy and Coursera are provide us a paid course for to learn graphic design. You can easily buy course and learn the basic thing and the deep softwares also. Thank you. Now coming to the software side. As I said, Illustrator and Photoshop are used for the designing. Here you can find new canvas. It will suggest you some A4 size, and you can customize also the canvas. Here I'm taking the customized size, and create. You can easily create the canvas. Now I'm here trying to create monograph. Just stretch your alphabet. Then with the help of right click, create outlines. Once again create right click and I release compose path, and you can delete and select on the no fill. This is you can see my cursor. This is a color palette. This is select tool. Then direct selection tool. With the help of direct selection tool, you can edit the image and whatever it is. Now this is pen tool. It is very useful to create your own design. This is text tool. Here I'm take the text tool and create this, and with now no fill. You can see these outlines. Now go to the effect, distort and transfer. In this option, go to the transformation. The transform effect is a preview. Always keep your mind that preview the object or anything you before you apply the option. Now here I'm preview and I'm copying 20. So this D letter will copy 20 lines. Angle will be 5 and scale will be 96, then 94, then move will -4 and -3. So here you can see the monograph of the alphabet B. You can put background and show it in clear way. And with the help of right key, you can you click arrange and send it to back. The square will be go to the back, and now click on this, and you can easily change the outline color. So here you can see this is the monograph of the D alphabet. If you okay, so now coming to the tools, this is the line segment. In this, you can put the window with the help. You can open the window with the help of right click. Line segment. There are various type of tools here: line, arc, spiral, rectangle, grid, polar grid. This is a rectangle tool, rounded rectangle, polygon, star tool, etc. This is a gradient tool. With the help of this, you can you can put the gradient in the object. This is a dropper tool. You can easily take the color of one object and you can put it to the second object. First, you have to select the tool, then pick, and the background color will be changed. So now I'm trying to the second option. It is called, first you have to take text, just stretch it. If you want to change your font, you can easily change it. With the help of right click, you can create outlines. For this blend option, you have to first create your outlines. Now coming to the free transform tool, and then the third one, perspective. You can perspectively create the uh, now just copy and paste. Select the both elements. Now go to the object and blend. First you have to click make. If you want more copies, so go to the blend options, then select specified space, and you can give any number. I will give 3. So here you can see that there are 3 copies. If you have to expand the uh, blend object, you have to go to the object and then click on the expand and click the OK. And once again click right and ungroup the whole thing. You can easily move the particular blend objects. So basically I have used a transformation tool and the blend tool. Now I'm showing you the one thing, FreePic. FreePic is free resources. You can easily download a EPS file, AI file, and you can easily edit it with the help of Illustrator. Just search anything that you want. Here I'm taking this. You can easily download it. Go to the download section. You have to extract the file to use the AI version or EPS version. It also contains Photoshop extension also. Now go to this and open the Illustrator. Go in file option, open. Go to the downloads. And you can search the file and open. Now with the help of this, you can change the color. You can change the text style, and if you want to change the color or text, anything you can change. So basically this is a Illustrator, and it is easy to understand and easy to approach it. So now Jayesh will go with the Photoshop. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, Dhruvi, for this such a great information. So first of all, I mentioned on single note like what is different between Illustrator and Photoshop. Like both are used for the graphic design tools. So what was the difference between them both? So first of all, I show that how Illustrator works and how Photoshop go on. Like Photoshop is for the rasterized images, like pixel based images, and at the same time the Illustrator works on the vector graphics. Like I show you, just a second, the screen is visible. Hello.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
then this is the Illustrator design which is made by us for our institute. Like I'm zooming in, so you can see there is no pixelizations. You can zoom at any level, but it doesn't get blur and any type of things. So this type of design is called a vector design. And at the same time, if we go on the Photoshop and work on the images, at a one moment it will be goes for the pixelization like this type. Okay, so this is the main difference between the Illustrator and Photoshop. Now I am describing some tools and how data works in the Photoshop. So this is the tool panel. From here, data, the first one is the move tool. With the use of this tool, you can move any object selected things like this. If you have any say object like we have on text, like I type Jayesh, okay, and if you want to move it at one place to other place, you can use the tool move tool. Now the second one is the selection tool. Here he gives an four types of tool. The first one is the rectangular marking, second one is the elliptical marking, single row and single column. With the use of these things, you can select any things from the layer. Like first of all, the layer is locked, then we have to unlock this. Now it is selected, you can move it like this. Okay. And the one thing other I mentioned is the Photoshop works on the layers, and Illustrator also works on the layers and sub-layer things. This is the layer panel, and in this the layer is like we can say the hierarchy. The first layer is a background. We can put another layer on it and do some things on that. This type like the stack of coins. We can use the Photoshop in that manner. Like if I want to add some text, I'll take a new layer and do it on that. So my original image is still real same, still same. Okay, now the this is a crop tool. Like you can crop image in the such a manner that you want. Okay, then other than selection tool, this is the eyedropper tool. You can catch any color, like this color you want, then you can select this color, it will be operate here, this type. And spot healing tool, these are the, like we can say these tools are used for the eraser type tools. Spot healing tools, healing brush tool, patch tool, eyedropper tool, red eye tools. And this one is a brush tool. With the use of brush, you can, like we can use a pencil, brush, do same things in the Photoshop. And this is the stamp tool. It is very useful tool, like a clone stamp or a pattern stamp. Clone stamp, I can say I'll show you. Like with the press of Alter, clone stamp takes the pixels, like what you want to clone, and if you click, it's clone that things. And the other things, just a second, these are the history brush tools. History brush tools, I mentioned that we are working on the layer. So history brush tool used in the main manner that we can what will be in the previous layer or in the previous step. History brush tool goes for that. Now this one is the eraser tool, background eraser tool and magic eraser tool. These are works in the like how we erase the letter from the pencil. These tools are used in the same manners. Then this is the paint bucket tool. In paint bucket tool, we have three tools. Like first one is a gradient and the normal paint and the 3D material drop tool. Then the blur tool, sharpen tool, and the smooth tools. I'll use it in the after some time and describe it how they works. This is a zoom tool. This is a pan tool. With the use of pan tool, you can select any area, any particular area, and you can cut and crop this type of things. And for the backward, you can use the Control Z, and the redo, you can use the Control plus Shift plus Z. This is the text tool. This is the selection. This is the tools. From the we can draw the rectangle, rounded rectangle, ellipse, triangle, and the all types that Dhruvi mentions below in the Illustrator. All the things are the same in the also Photoshop remains. Now I am showing some tricks in the Photoshop, like how can we remove some objects from the images and what are the use of these things. Like if you want to remove these two guys from these images, from this image, so we can use the first one, select this, select tool, select this area. Okay, now from the select, now this feature is included in the after the words of the Photoshop 2016. Before that, these tool are not in the, so we can directly select any subject from the image like this. Okay, just a second, this doesn't find the sample. So okay, and from the select tab, select the subject. Okay, just a second, this doesn't find the select check. Just a second. Okay, then in this image we try. So we want to remove this thing from this image, so select it, go for the select panel and go for the subject. It directly select this subject from this image. In the previous version of the Photoshop, we can do these things with the use of pan tool. Like I mentioned, you can select any area with the pan tool. So in this, now this select the whole object, but if you remove this, then I show you how it's work. Like go for the image, edit, fill. Now with the fill, you use the fill, we can fill the color pattern, any foreground color, background color, but we use the content over. So what does the content over do? It's check the side content, and on the basis of that, it fill the colors in this selection area like this, but still it's here in the image. So what can we do for this? Just a second. Okay, now it's here. So we can expand our selection like this. So first select this, go to the select panel, subject. Okay, so after the selection of this subject, we can increase some bit, a little bit selection. So modify, go to the expand, and we can 5% increase the selection. And now we try the same thing we did previous, fill and the content over. It's disappear totally like this. So it is very easy to remove any content from the image and this type of things. So now in at which time of moment we can use the Photoshop and we can go for the Illustrator. So Photoshop is basically very useful at the time when we want to edit the images, like this type of image we have, and we want to add a text in it. So we can go for the text like tool. Okay, and we can change the color of the text from here. We can go for the black. Okay, it's for basically for now. Okay, just a second. This was with the use of T. There is lots of shortcuts in the Photoshop. You can easily learn it from the okay, YouTube and other stuffs. And if you want to more, then contact me. I'll personally provide you some this type of shortcuts and everything. Characters. Okay, this and the font, you can change any type of font from here. So I'll prefer blackjack. where was the blackjack regular? Okay, this is a very cool typographic font. And now we can edit this text with the use of the blend options, which will be given in the layers panel at the bottom. It is easy to find here. We can find from these tabs also, but it is easy to find from here. Go to the blend option. Now we can edit our text. Just a second, I have to first select the text. Okay, it's selected. Go to the blend option. So first one is the bevel and emboss. With the use of bevel and emboss, you can give contracts and structures. Like, just a second, I'll zoom a bit and you can see how it works. Okay, now we can go to this for stroke, inner shadow, out inner glow, stain, color overlay. And in this you can change the colors and everything. At the end, I show how can you use this in a very experienced manner, like pattern, outglow, and these things. So with the use of this blend option, you can create an image like this, which I'll show in just a second. Okay, and this. Okay, you can edit the text like this. In this text, I use all type of blend options, like just a second, I show you bit more with a bit more. Okay, so you can show how many things I applied in this text with bevel and emboss, stroke, inner shadow, inner glow, inner outer glow, color overlay, and you can change this from inner things like this. If you want to change like stroke, size of stroke, from here you can change the size of stroke, inner shadow, inner glow. Everything is you can go inside and customize by yourself. So you can customize it by your needs. That you can use the some previous basic application that they gives you basic things, but you cannot customize it. With the use of Photoshop, you can customize it. So now in this image we are doing some things, like from this image we can use some part, like just a second, for this. So we can copy this image, okay, and paste it on this screen. Just a second. Okay, we cannot. So select this. Okay, Control C. Okay, you have to do Control C. Okay, so at this time you can multiply the different images on itself. Now just do one thing, let just the adjustment, and just only you have to simply retrieve the opacity, like reduce the opacity of the front image, and you can create a beautiful image like this. In this image I use 5 to 6 different images for this type of illusion, like multiple images are there and multiple images are mixed in a single image. So you can use the illusion like this from these images. Now we can go for the color tones. So you can find the tones from here also, adjustment mode. From here, brightness and contrast, level, curves, everything. But I use the shortcut keys. Like for curves, you can go for the Control M. With the use of this chart, you can edit the color of this image, like this. At the middle, it's edit the middle tones. At the eighth time, it's edits the low tones, and from the upper side you can edit the high tones. Okay, so we can try to modify this image in a manner like this. Okay, also you can change the channels from red, green, and blue. So if you want to change a particular color tone like blue, then you can change it with the use of these things. You can show onto the screen that how the color tones goes on and how they can change. So the particular blue image, we can convert it into the green shade. Isn't it cool? We can change the images like this. Okay, so you from this to this. Also now in this image you can multiply the other images, like if you have any image for the sky tones, like just a second, I doesn't find it in the things. Also in this image I show this content hour tool. It's very useful in this type of image, like you have this image but you doesn't want these two particular objects in between. So go to the select section, go to the subject, select the subject. Okay, so yeah, it's we have multiple windows. So now select and expand it a bit, little bit expand it, and go to the edit field and content overfill. 3 2 1 boom. So you can directly convert that image to this type of image. And if you are a professional user, so you can edit this type of images also. This type you can do these things of also. And just bit I can show you something new, like text with the text. So we can type sky zone. Okay, go for it, spread it bit. Okay. Just a second, we go for the new window and we do it in new window so you can understand easily for the new windows it. So just a second, let's get loads. So for the new window I show you that in Photoshop you can select the customize window from here if you want any particular size. But if you are a beginner, then you doesn't specify the sizes, like which size of image you want. Then at that moment you can use the Photoshop like this. Like if you want to edit a photo, then it's give you the specific sizes for this. Okay, specific file size for this, like landscape images, portrait images. Then if you want to design a print media, go for the print, letter, legal paper, tabloid. It's give you art and illustrations also, web designs, mobile designs, and film and videos. In the Photoshop you can also use the timeline and edit a video also, but nowadays we can use the Premiere Pro and After Effects for this. So if you want a 8x11 page, okay, so this is the new document. We can do something like opening multiple images and joins them in a particular image. So backup goes for the photos. I have some images for editing. So okay, just a second. Okay, we can go for this. So this and this, these three images we are opening it. Okay, so first of all, this butterfly are very good, so we can edit these things into this, or this butterfly, we can add that butterfly it here. So just a second. Okay, select this area. Now control C it. Okay, let's go for only for the selection. Sorry. So at this you can multiply this, and for the new image you can add this in this image. So it's not looking good. So what we can do at this moment, that for it's look some bit good, so we can reduce the opacity of this image from this step. I think just a second. Opacity. Okay, just a second. Opacity things. I just forget one thing. So I'll show you this filter thing. So filter tab has multiple filters like filter gallery, adaptive wide angle, camera raw filter. It is very useful. Some are used for Lightroom for the image adjust color adjustment. So Photoshop also give this. Photoshop also give this for the. Okay. So from this camera raw filter, you can adjust every bit of color which you can do in the Lightroom. So you can show, I can change the temperature, the image, I can tint, exposure for the white range, contrast, color contrast, highlights, the mid-tone, shadows, I can adjust the shadows also, whiteness, in which manner you want to image, blocks, okay, then clarity, okay, these things are, we can go for the in the Photoshop, okay, and at the end you can press OK. So now we can go for any realistic image, like download any image and edit it, like any celebrity image. So okay, we can go for this. Okay, save image. Okay, saved, and I can open it from my desktop. Okay, this one. Ready? So now we can change the color tones of this image. You can see how this image change. So after practicing, you can learn that at how I can change these tones and how it looks like. Okay, so this one is things and Control L. This is for the levels. This level panel is used for the same as code, but for the blackheads and these things. Okay, and also I show you the use of brush. So brush, change the opacity to low, some bit low, and zoom it on the face. Now press Alt for the select of the color, and you can paint the face also like this. You can remove any spots from the face, any things. These things are also very easy in the Photoshop. Okay, and some of the resources I'll give you for this Photoshop basics, that on YouTube channel is for name with the Piximperfect. The instructor is the, I think, Umesh Binda is the very fine instructor from the YouTube. And also some fonts like I personally prefer is Nyla and Monstrate. This type of fonts you can use in the day-to-day life also. Okay, and okay, in this image we can do something bit. We have 5 to 10 minutes, so okay. For deselect you can press Ctrl D, and every time just focused on your layer panel, that in which layer you are currently working, layer panel. Okay, so now we can change this, apply some filters on this image. Okay, filter liquify, it's a very cool filter. You can liquefy the image paint in this manner, like you paint it by the uh, watercolors. You can liquefy the any paint from this, then it's create a very cool effect. With the use of liquify, you can create any cool effects in some logo designs and these things. Okay, so liquify. After that, you can go for the motion blur and blur gallery. Blur gallery have many type of blurs like box blur, glow shine blur, lens blur, motion blur, radial blur, shape blur, smart blur, surface blur. We can go for the motion blur. Like you can show that how it's works on this image. Okay, and this is the basic about Photoshop. And also, if you want any more details, like Photoshop is a very huge thing, it's take very much time for learn. So this is the basic about it. If you want further, then contact us, and with from this file panels, edit panels and layers, we can guide you for this. And now for 3 to 2 minutes I'll show you some Illustrator tricks like this. Like you can design logos and images in Illustrator like this type of logo you can design in the Illustrators. And if you want to zoom it any scale, it doesn't get blur. This is very cool feature of the photo Illustrator, like it provide the vector design. And this type of images also you can design from the Illustrator, like cartoonistic. You can also make your own image as a cartoon image with the use of Illustrator. Okay, and in Photoshop, one more thing I'll mention it. You can just second. I'll show you it in the Illustrator. This also in Photoshop from this image, you can change the rotation of image and also crop this image. Like if you want to change this 80-degree clockwise, this thing is also do by the Photoshop. You can do it. You can also duplicate the layers. Some apply image is also there, and also vector mask smart objects. Like if you want to use the object from the Illustrator to the Photoshop, you can also use it with the change. You can go for the smart object. If you convert this into the smart object, you can copy paste it into the Illustrator also. Okay, and bit more about the this. You can paint. And also one thing I can forgot is a magic wand, magic lasso tool. The magic wand tool is the, just a second, magic lasso name, magic wand. Just, we have 3 to 2 minutes, so okay, this image also. Here in selection, magic lasso, magic wand tool. This magic wand tool is very beautiful tool for the beginners. Like you can select the color with the single click. Now here you can apply tolerance, like I apply 99 and again click, it will select this type of everything. Okay, now you just can delete this thing, and also you can fill this thing. Everything will be like it's basically used in the background remove. Like you want to remove any image background from an image, is very useful. So that's it from my side. If you want to learn more, then contact us. So thank you guys for this such a wonderful session. Thank you. Now if you anyone have any type of question, then ask us. We are surely guide you, me or Dhruvi or any of our member. So anyone have any questions, you can put it also on chat also. So Dhruvi, you want some add-ons? Hello. What happened? I'm audible to all?
Yes.
Okay, if anyone have any questions,
Yes, sir.
then you can ask me. Till that time, I'll paste it some link into the chat section.
Jash,
Yes.
some people have asked questions in the chat.
Okay. What about CorelDRAW? So CorelDRAW is also a designing software. It's also works the same like Illustrator. It is also used for the vector designing. On CorelDRAW, many people use CorelDRAW, and it is basically used for the brochure designing, banner designing, and invitation card designing. CorelDRAW is used, but nowadays we doesn't have time for the design from scratch, so we can use the free pick type of tools and directly use the design into the Illustrator and edit this design. So CorelDRAW is there, but most of prefers illustration nowadays. And just a second, what about Pandey? What about exporting? Okay, so image exporting in Photoshop or Illustrator? What's up? Both. Okay, so just a second, I present now my screen and I'll show you export things. So in Photoshop, exporting is very easy. Like you can export also and save as also. In save as, you go for these multiple, like in which format you want, you can save in this tab. Also export is there. Export as, and export preferences. In export preferences, you can select your preferences, like on watch preferences, and export as. With the use of export as, you can export this image into the, and in Illustrator there is option export. You can go for the export for screen. Export for screen is for the, we can say, for the websites and web screens, and save for web, for legacy webs, and export as. In export as, you can export the images like direct in multiple formats. Okay, and the other shortcuts is there. With the use of Control Alt Shift S, Control plus Alt plus Shift plus Else. From this, you can select in which you want to export. Selective, diffusion, transparency, if your image has background transparency or not. Then here you can select the art optimize or type optimize. It's based on the image, like it's useful art optimize when your image has totally on vector base, but you have some image elements in there, then you can go for the type optimization also. And from there you can extract the percentage of the screen size, that how it's look on the multiple screen sizes. Okay, and from here you can percentage. This the basic things in the exporting. And any other questions? Brief idea about RGB and CMYK. Very easy. Okay, so this is a very good question. Then many designers are confused in the RGB and CMYK. So RGB color palettes is based on the lights like red, green, and blue, and CMYK cyan, magenta, yellow, and cans. So CMYK is based from the color tones, and RGB is based on the light tones. So RGB used when your image is only used in the digital medium like Instagram, Facebook. You doesn't want to print it, you just want to use it in the digital format. So RGB is best, because RGB use some with the use of the lights. And the CMYK is for the printing media, like it's some bit dull from the RGB. The color is bit dulls, and it shows the original color on the printing, like you design any board, banner, or certificates, like our college certificates. These designs are in the CMYK. The posters are also in the CMYK, because it is printing, and the printing device use the CMYK format, and our digital screen is used for the RGB. And in Photoshop and Illustrator, At the time of the creation of the canvas, you select the RGB and CMYK themes, and also after the design you can also change the RGB to CMYK and CMYK to RGB. If you want more, then being another question, I'll show you by the illustrating it, like by practically. If you doesn't get it, then raise a question, I'll show you it practically. Now the question is, which software we can draw crafty type design? So graphic type design is better in the Illustrator. You can use Illustrator because in the type of graphic type design, you doesn't have specific size for your image, and you can change your size at the time of the exportations. So as my opinion, the Illustrator is best because vector design doesn't get blur or pixelized at the if you increase its size. So you can go for the Illustrator. So okay, so Pujan, if you doesn't get the difference between RGB and CMYK, ask another. And if any other student have any question, like from where they get some